Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Nicole Beharie about Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul in theaters September 1st, September 2nd, and streaming as well on Peacock. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Regina and Sterling do such an amazing job in this, and then you got to work with the Ebo twins. What were those conversations specifically with them with this film?
Specifically, it was about capturing kind of what's happening for my character.
Yeah.
What's happening, the sort of new wave of churches that are opening, and how that is not decimating the congregations of the older churches, but how it's kind of like leaning into and it's causing a sort of competition and ambition that's unexpected, you know?
Oh, absolutely. In terms of the film, it's packed in terms of the tones and the genres. Like, there's a lot at play here. There's the comedy, there's serious undertones. So a lot of kind of genre bending here a little bit. Do you notice that, like, when you're reading the script and you're preparing for a film like this, that there's a lot of it's packed in terms of like the tones of the film?
I feel like you can pick up on it a little bit. I knew it would have a sort of mockumentary vibe, but honestly, I think the genius of Adamma is in real time as we're shooting, she knew what to use and what not to use and have a sort of flip genre and tone. As well as I think the other actors kind of help shift the gears a little bit. Like Regina and Sterling have a really interesting job in this one where they're hilarious and heartbreaking at the same time. Yeah,
it's so true. But I feel like comedy always had serious undertones, right?
That's comedy, I think. Though.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like the genre bending, especially in this movie, like because of that, and they're so good at it, I feel like it just naturally happens. Like, do you feel like genre bending is premeditated, or do you feel like it depends on the project?
I think that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it happened because of the people, and like on the script, on the page, I don't know that was written necessarily, but it came out of necessity, you know, and it just sort of bubbled up. And they're willing to take the risk and not sort of be like, well, we can't do that because we're supposed to be, you know, it's art.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, when people get a chance to see it, it's going to be in theaters. They're going to be able to see it on Peacock. They're going to be able to watch the film. What are you hoping they get out of it, takeaway-wise, Nicole, when they get to see the film?
I hope they have a good time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I think that, anything else?
Yeah. No, I just hope that they have a really good time. I know that, you know, there are questions. There's so many different things. I feel like a good time. And actually, what's interesting is you would think that it's pointing the finger at leadership, but I feel like it sort of shows the humanity in a funny way, but that like the people, whether they're politicians or pastors, you know, are human beings underneath all.
Oh, absolutely. Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul, going to be in the theater September 2nd. Thank you so much for your time. It was so great chatting with you, Nicole.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.